Welcome to Art of the Drink. My name is Anthony Caparelli. We are here at Nuela, which is New York's premier South American restaurant, and I could not be more excited. We are interviewing Johnny Schuler, master distiller for Pisco Portón, and I just am so excited to be able to bring this to you. I can't even tell you. I want to get right to Johnny. Johnny, tell me about Pisco. One of my favorite liquors, but something that I think most Americans know very little about, and I'm just thrilled that you're bringing this product to the States. Tell me a little bit about Pisco, the history of Pisco.
Great. Anthony, Pisco is a word spoken by the Incas. The Quechua is the language spoken by the Incas. It's still the official language of Peru. Peru has 3 official languages: Spanish, Quechua, and Aymara.
Okay.
In the Quechua language, Pisco means small bird.
Really?
Small bird, Pisco. And this gave the name to a little valley, the Valley of Pisco.
Okay.
The river Pisco.
Right.
The town of Pisco. Then the port of Pisco. And then finally, it gave the name to the spirit that was shipped from that port. Like champagne, like cognac.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Like Jerez, right?
So it's a beverage of place.
It's a beverage. It's the name of a geographical denomination of a place that exists in Peru. Pisco has been going on for 350 years, right?
350 years.
We've been producing that stuff for a long time. But Pisco has a couple of singularities in the world of spirits. First, it's very important, it's not a grappa like a lot of people think, right? It's not made from pomace. Italy takes the wine, bottles the wine, and then they take the pomace and they turn that into alcohol.
Okay.
We don't. We turn the wine into alcohol. That's the first, and I think very important. Second, Pisco is distilled to proof.
Okay.
Which many of the bottles here aren't.
Now explain for the viewers that may not know, what does exactly that mean when you're saying distilled to proof?
It means that the alcoholic contents, the proof has to come from the still. It cannot be manipulated. It cannot be watered down to reach the proof that you put on the bottle. Here it says 86 proof. That's the proof it has to have when it comes out of the still.
Oh, wow. So you have to be really exact.
Oh, it's really, it's a science.
Tell me a little bit about your history.
Well, I come from the restaurant business. I have restaurants in Lima. My father had restaurants.
Okay.
So Pisco for me was always there because I used to sneak behind my father's bar there sometimes.
Right,
sure. A little bit of Pisco sour left. You know, when you got a little thing when you were kids, young guys. Huh? So Pisco as a spirit in the restaurants, they drank scotch, they drank rum, but they drank Pisco sours.
Absolutely.
So what happens? Late in my age, about 40 years old, I'm invited to this competition, this Pisco tasting competition, and we started, and then first sample goes by, second, third goes, third one comes through, I smell it, and I say, oh my God, Anthony, I looked at it, what is this? And then I looked at the table, there were about 80 samples over there, and Anthony, it dawned on me and says, oh my God, how didn't I notice it before? Each bottle is a different world. Each one is a different region, a different valley. Oh my God, I just dove into it. I fell in love madly with Pisco, and for 25 years, Anthony, it's been my life.
25 years.
My passion, my dream, my life.
Johnny, that's a good life, I got to tell you. Okay, so now let's talk specifically about Portón, because I know many people have asked you to become involved with producing Pisco over the years, and you've always said no until this product. What was it about Pisco Portón?
Well, Pisco Portón didn't exist. What happened, Anthony, was this Texan who had lived in Peru, who had sold his oil business in Peru, married to a Peruvian, and who invites me and says, Mr. Schuler, I would love to get into the Pisco business, and I've studied you, and I've seen your passion and your dedication. I've studied the product. I think it's the right moment in the American market. I think we can do it. Johnny, I says, well, Bill, it's going to take not only passion and love for it, but it's going to take a lot of money. He says, Johnny, you put the passion and the product, and I'll put the money.
That's a good deal.
The first thing we did is we bought Distillería La Caravedo, which is the oldest distillery in all of the Americas, believe it or not.
Really?
Working 1684 and still produces Pisco.
Oh, that's unbelievable. So we're getting history in the bottle as well.
And this is the product.
Now, I want to know, what is it about this spirit that got a Texan involved in a spirit from Peru, a white spirit, as you said, that has character, it has history, it has quality. I think Americans are going to love it.
Right?
That's what I want to do now. So what are we going to make? Because I'm just...
Make Pisco Sour.
Just so people know what's happening here, this is a Pisco Sour, which is the absolute definitive Pisco drink made by Johnny Schuler, who is the world expert on Pisco.
Look, this is people complicate themselves. This is very simple. We're
Okay.
gonna put a couple of cubes of ice,
Right?
just enough to get a drink cold.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to make it too strong today because we're going to have. We'll do it, right?
Yeah, so about 2 ounces we're going, it looks like.
2 good ounces, and maybe a little just for the love of it, right?
Yep.
Then freshly squeezed lime juice, 1 ounce. Period.
Okay.
Okay. And then we do a little bit of simple sugar syrup.
If you check out our fresh sour episode or our margarita episode, we teach the viewers how to make simple syrup.
Easy.
Yep,
Easy.
very simple.
Make it home. So here we have a simple syrup equal to lime juice.
Okay.
Right. Ingredients so far. We have egg whites. Done.
Okay.
That's it.
Shake it up.
Shake it very well. Nice, right? We've got a beautiful.
Oh, look at the texture on that, Johnny. That is fantastic. It's like snow from the Andes Mountain.
That's what it is. Huh? Look at that.
That's a pour from a professional right there. Look at that.
And there's some mistake here when we go into the bitters. I think bitters is just one little dollop. That's it.
Ah.
That's it. This is a perfect Pisco Sour.
Oh, and you know, I love what you said about bitters because I always try and tell people, bitters, although it is liquid, bitters is about aroma, not about flavor.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to taste the bitters, you're supposed to smell the bitters.
Yeah.
I'm going to just dive right in if that's okay.
Go for it.
Oh, and like you said, the bitters just coming, just wafting up, and
the froth has to be very thin. I don't like that.
Right on the top.
What I tell people in restaurants in Lima when I order a Pisco Sour, and all of a sudden it's got this huge head of froth.
Yeah.
I say, you know what? The merengue comes for dessert.
you can't get to the drink. All right. Oh, Johnny,
That's a Pisco Sour.
That. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
that is a Pisco Sour.
You see your health.
That is fantastic. That is one of the best drinks that I've ever had in my life. All right, I want to actually try and make one of these if that's all right with you.
Please.
Okay, I'm really excited. I'm going to try this now. We're going to do, I think you did just about 4 or 5 cubes of ice in there, right? And we went 2 ounces of the Pisco Portón, 1 ounce of lime juice, and then equal amounts of the simple syrup. And then we're going to do about 1 ounce of egg white in there, right? Then now shake it up real nice. All right. And then this gets strained.
Look at that.
Man.
Sure beauty.
And 1 drop of bitters.
That's it. Perfect.
You want to sample that and see how I did?
All right. Here's to you, Anthony.
To you, Johnny. Oh. All right.
Wonderful. Really good.
Johnny, thank you so much. This has been such a treat. Folks, please, when you get a chance, go out, try Pisco, and this is the one that you want to try right here. This is, as you said, totally different class than anything else. This should be your intro to Pisco.
Great, great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Salud.
Thank you all. Salud. Here's to you guys.
That's nice.
Good, huh? Isn't it?